Gonna call a meeting to order at 5:02 on the 15th. Okay, so there was some bills to pass around. I hope everybody got to see them. If you didn't, here they are. You don't necessarily need to sign them, but
Okay.
yeah, okay, so.
In review of the minutes for the September 8th ones.
Yeah.
At the 5:47 motion, there seems to be redundancy of the tail end of that sentence. It says in this meeting twice. Can we just delete the second in this meeting? Yeah, okay.
You are entitled to a mistake once in a while.
You know, it's so rare that I'm able to.
I know. I will fix that.
Okay, ladies. Any other things on the minutes that you'd like to comment on?
I think everything looks great.
Accept them?
Second.
No, somebody's gonna make it.
Oh.
Are you
Do you
gonna make
want-
a motion to accept?
So I make a motion to accept the minutes as
There you go.
amended,
Okay,
including that correction, okay, yes,
Yep, for August
Yeah.
26th
Cheryl?
from August 26th.
and September 8th.
Both, yeah, August, right,
I'm sorry, no, it's August 18th.
Yeah.
August 18th, I'm sorry,
okay, from August 18th and September
8th.
8th.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Ken, good evening. You're up. Good, thanks for coming. Yeah, little paperwork confusion. Can you just, you can join us.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, just a little paperwork confusion. Okay,
So I'm Ken Mullally. I live at 111 Wapping Road. I am the manager of the Hilltop Pub in Kingston. We have a private facility. It's a social club in the center of town, down by the ball fields. We have for years had, just regular facilities that every other social club and facility has around. Anyway, we received a violation earlier in this year for some cleaning violations in our kitchen. And we were given a form that said we had 90 days to correct the violation. And less than 90 days after that violation, we were visited again. And we hadn't made the corrections. And then we got a fine, we got fined $75 for not correcting them. And it just seemed silly for me to get fined for something that we were given time to do and we weren't warned. If the inspector, and I know she's not an employee of the town, she's employed by the town, but she's not an employee of the town. If the inspector had said, I will be back at this time, at this date, to re-inspect, please have these things fixed. Absolutely would have been fixed. But she didn't, and so in less than the time that we were granted, we were re-inspected and fined, and I just don't think that's fair, and I don't think the club owes the $75.
question.
Go ahead.
Has the violation been taken care of at this point?
She has come back again and she gave us a clean slate. The violations were corrected.
Heidi?
So I had a chance to research this, Ken.
Mhm.
I found the forms very confusing and I went over them with Joyce about how we could make them more clear and how there could be some misunderstanding on the forms. I do agree with Ken. When I looked at them, it looks like there was 90 days to correct it. So I have to say, I feel that the reinspection fee should not, that the violation fee of $75 should not be charged to Hilltop. And we have since, with Joyce, I talked to her about how to make it so that it is very clear when re-inspections will occur and how long people have to remedy things.
Okay. So do you have
It's
a motion?
almost like I will make a motion to absolve the Hilltop Athletic Association from their unpaid reinspection fee.
I'll second it. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, none. Thank you very much. Ken, thank you for coming.
All right, thanks for hearing me. I appreciate your time.
Okay, next up. We've got a variance request. Yes,
I think this pointed out one of a way that we can do better by the town. And I'd love to know what Joyce has to say about how we've remedied this situation so that we don't have this happen to another group or citizen within the town.
I'm fine with that, but just so you're aware, I took Ken because he was here physically present.
Oh, yeah.
And I know we've got some other to go over.
Okay.
So my question is, why don't we do the variance and then come back after we're done with these
Sounds great.
others? Fair enough?
I like that
Because
idea.
Bob Rego was up there on Zoom, ready to present this variance request, I believe. Bob, are you there? All right. There you go. Bob, are you gonna present this variance request to the board tonight?
Yes, I am. Yes, please.
Okay, you're on, buddy.
Okay, I'll do it without sharing my screen unless we need to. The variance request, it's for an irrigation well at 227 Country Club Way, which is an existing residential dwelling. Due to the location of the septic system and topography on the site, the rear portion of the site where they could get 125 feet away from the soil absorption system, that's on site, is up a hill and heavily wooded. So they would have to cut down trees and change the grade to get a drill rig up there to actually install a well. So we're asking for a variance from 125 feet down to 110 feet. And again, it's just for an irrigation well, exclusively 100% irrigation.
Well, we've granted these in the past. There should be no
Yeah,
problem. That's an irrigation.
There really isn't any.
If he was there, yeah.
way Short of ripping down trees, like Bob said, it's strictly for an irrigation well. It will be marked as an irrigation well.
I'll trust your judgment, pretty thorough.
Okay,
No, that's tough topography to work on.
we'll make a motion to accept variance question number 26-82. But does that say 227? Country Club
227.
Way?
Yep.
To allow the well be constructed within 100 feet of the septic system for irrigation purposes only. I'm sorry,
Was it 110?
110, fine. For irrigation purposes only.
Yep.
And it will be
Okay.
labeled as such, correct?
I'm sorry,
We put in a bylaw about the non-potable water.
They have to just post it.
we've
Yeah.
granted these before for residences.
No, just making sure, remember when we went through the whole thing about making sure that people label their irrigation wells as irrigation only, so especially the people that may fill up their water bottles and such from it, don't do it off of an irrigation only well.
There's not gonna be a facility like that at all, is there, Bob? This is gonna be tied in directly to the irrigation system.
That's correct. Direct connection to irrigation. Yep, with no.
Okay.
with no cross-
Tied right in.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
I'll second
Thank
it.
you very much. I appreciate your
No,
time.
1 second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Bob, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The permit's all set.
Aye.
Your permit's all set.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for the quick response. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Good night, Bob.
You guys send all that back to me.
All right, you got it signed.
Yeah, we're all
I get
set.
everything's done.
Okay, so it's my understanding that Quipmart is not coming tonight. He's not here.
Yep, that's what he said.
Okay. Then what about Suji's
That's
Kitchen?
off the table, they paid the fine.
Okay,
So I would like to know how you want to proceed with the quick mart violation.
Well, the guy requested to come in and speak to the board. He's not available tonight, but sounds like a pretty good reason.
Right, well, we'll also be bringing it forward for tobacco, non-payment of tobacco fines, so we can, extend this and put it all on in one night. If that would, I believe he said he has 6 more weeks of classes, so I can certainly schedule it for after that.
As long as it's not on the night of the public hearing, I'm fine with it.
No, that.
Right, I get it.
way soon.
Nope.
This is him, isn't it? Maybe.
All right, so we're looking at,
Didn't we do a vote with him? Oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to have a couple of participants via Zoom on this next
I
one.
sent them the link, to Republic.
Okay, maybe they'll show up in a short time, and of course, then we've got Fred Tonsberg Jr. from Country Club Way. Same old, same old?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Using the pickup, I did print out a copy of the correction order. Trash in. Garbage are on a lot that he owns. It was sent a correction order requesting that he pick it up. He came into the office saying basically he's not going to pick it up and that he wanted a hearing. I said, okay, and that's why we're here. So
well,
this lot, there's nothing on the lot. He's the owner of the lot. I would like to know how you would like to proceed.
well, this is the hearing.
Great.
Pretty clear to me. I mean,
I guess my question is, what would you, fine him per day? What is it that you want to happen with this? Because obviously he's not here to say anything.
what do I want to happen? I want him to get rid of it.
We all want them to clean up the mess.
I would like to too, like, this
I-
is
I'm-
kind
well,
of
yeah, yeah.
like a waste
There's
of
more than
time.
this
Pick
trash
up
on the back.
trash. I can't tell somebody to do this.
I
So
understand.
Wait,
So what do you want to do?
Do we have the ability to have somebody remove it and then send him the bill? No, we do not have that.
We don't,
Private property.
So what
Yeah.
remedy
do we have?
We can find people, we can send them
just
certified
continue-
letters, we can.
he was served in hand
Right.
by a constable because he refused to pick up the certified letter. So we sent the constable out. So he was served at his last known address, which is physically what is listed as his address.
He's put us in quite a predicament.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, I have
So-
neighbors complaining because they live next to
Right.
this property that has garbage on it.
Right. I mean, the only.
What would the fine be at this stage of the game?
I have no idea what you guys, I couldn't
What do you
find
feel
anything
already?
that tells you what somebody should be fined, so that would be up to the board.
But as far as we know, he has said he's not going to remove it. Is that correct?
He was in the office and said he is not going to pick it up and he doesn't think he should have to, it's not his trash.
Uh-huh.
So
So he's claiming somebody just arbitrarily came by, threw their couch on his land, and that's that.
apparently,
Okay,
he did not say that, he just said it's not his and he's not.
it's not his, it
So-
didn't fall out of the sky.
So is this on the backside of
You
the?
go to the
road?
the road that's right in front of the, clubhouse, take a left, start to go around, you go through the first bunch of houses. And then it's in that section where there's a couple of, houses that are already built.
Yeah.
And then there's some more construction after his lot is before, it's between the first set of houses and the second set of houses.
So this is in Clearview side of
Yeah.
the
because
residence.
that-
It's not on the
I don't
back
take
road where
pictures
there's
from
no
the road,
development.
So
right?
I
Yeah.
now walked on the property. The only reason we saw it is because we were there, myself, the building department, town administrator were there for an unrelated issue for the golf course. And went by the property, the town administrator saw it. And said, we need to take care of this, and that is my purview, so. That's why the correction order was sent.
What would the board like to do?
Well, so the only option open to us is fine. Is that correct? Is that the only option?
Well,
what- I have an
idea.
Okay, yes. Uh-huh.
What if we gave him 7 days
Uh-huh.
to have the trash removed and the couch removed?
Right, uh-huh.
and then levied a fine after that. So he's got a week, what about giving him a week to take care of it and saying, then you'll be fined either per day, per week? That the trash remains, is that?
This was in June. This was in
Right.
June. Right, yeah.
So correct,
7
what
days.
happens is the correction order gets sent out by certified mail. I have to wait to do anything until I get that notice back saying that the person has been served in hand. And unfortunately, it takes a long time.
Sure.
And it takes a while for us to get something either saying that they picked it up or it gets returned to us to say, it wasn't picked up.
Right.
And then
So at this point, it's costing us money because we had. to
yes,
send-
I've paid for $10 worth of certified mail. I've paid $50, $50 for a constable to serve the notice.
It's gonna cost you
And it's
$50 to serve this
$50
job.
more, so now, I'm up to,
Okay,
Let me
so-
finish.
So then I would make a motion that, the Board of Health at this meeting this evening has ordered that he has 10 days to comply with the order to remove the trash from his property at that address, whatever it may be. And that if he fails to do so, at the end of that time period, we will levy a fine of $150, which will accrue weekly until such time as he produces proof that it's gone. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Yeah, like it.
It's like the alternative we have.
Fred Cheryl's gonna second it, so, all in favor?
I,
Aye. Okay, so we'll put that behind us. Okay, Joyce?
Yep.
see what happens with that.
All right, then what else we got here is this, the one that I started to scribble out, number 4. Dennis, how are you?
Folks, I completely forgot about that.
That's all right, Dennis, we're here. What's number 4? I can't read it anymore.
Public
Public
service.
services.
There, custodian.
Yeah, that's the one we're waiting for somebody, am I correct?
Yeah, going on, they said they would zoom in, but.
Was there any other, did they have anything else to say? No defense, what's the story? What is it about, Joyce?
Oh, and just they refuse to, they just continually not send in their quarterly reports. So this could be their fourth. It's their fourth offense. And when you guys did the trash haulers, regulations, my understanding is at this point, it's a revocation of the
Yeah.
permit to
Right.
operate in the town, so.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, that was paper at the end.
How long has it been going on?
Oh, like, they're usually a repeat.
So this is
You
their
gotta
fourth.
prod them every year?
Like, after I send them the fine letter, then they'll send me the report. But after, but the fine stands, but this time, according to the regulations, it says like, here's you guys.
When will these reports
Okay, for
due?
3 or more.
They're-
Okay.
They're due 1 month after the quarter ends, they get 30 days to.
so basically it would be like April 30th.
So it'll be-
So the quarters end, it's January, March, June. Help me here.
They're behind 2 quarters, is that what you're telling me?
No, they're up to date now.
Yeah,
They-
and
They're
it's-
always
yeah.
late.
They're
You never
always
get
late.
it in.
Never get it.
In the 30
But now
days.
they are up to date.
Oh, so it's not,
After that, they got the violation notice.
So every month,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the quarter, each person that is a rubbish hauler is supposed, per DEP and our trash regulations, it's supposed to turn in quarterly reports. We have to give them to Sean over in Highway because they get a grant through DEP. So we have to show that we're following the regulations.
I know, I'm on the recycling committee. Okay, how about this? How about this? What if we authorize I make a motion to authorize the health agent that, to send a letter to this outfit that, no further, lacking of filing of the reports in a timely manner will be tolerated. And that, if they can't comply with that, that the health agent will be authorized to take, any extra action necessary.
What is it that you want me to do? Because the
I want you to,
regulations say that they.
I want you to,
Operate.
if they don't comply with the regulations, then I want you to send them a notice that you're gonna suspend, you who have the authorization to send them a notice that you're gonna suspend it.
That's what we can't put tonight.
May I make a
Yes,
suggestion?
but now they're current, so I'm saying going forward,
May I make a
my
suggestion?
motion was going forward, sure, Dennis.
I would make a motion,
Well, wait a minute, we got
I
one.
know, I would
I failed.
amend your motion to suspend their license, to terminate their license, and that that termination is suspended barring any additional violations. So the license is suspended as per our regulation. But the board has granted them the mercy of suspending the suspension. In other words, they're still technically suspended. That suspension will be, you follow what I'm saying?
Kinda, but I think it's funny.
No, okay, the license has been terminated, but the termination's been suspended. They're now in compliance. If they fail to be in compliance again, the
In a
ter-
timely manner.
In a timely manner,
Current. That's the
that-
problem.
the
is they-
suspension will go into effect immediately.
No, they wait for us to email them and
I was
give
gonna
them a
say.
fine before they send it in.
Oh, no, no, if they do that again, the motion made by the chair to suspend, to terminate their privilege to, operate in the town will immediately be applied.
And we don't have to talk about it anymore because.
It's automatic.
You, the authority to do it.
Yeah,
So
it puts them on a hair trigger.
Yeah, but hold on.
Hang on, because
Clear from what you're saying.
time out for 1 second, because we have a motion and.
We have amendment to your motion.
An amendment to the motion, so,
We need clarity on what the motion is.
okay, so go ahead. Ask your question.
If I'm understanding it, you guys are making the motion.
To terminate the license.
I'll let Dennis say it.
Okay, the amendment is to terminate their license and to suspend that termination, so long as they remain in, family compliance. In other words, we've taken the action, we've terminated the license, well, that termination is suspended. It's like a suspended sentence. You don't get in trouble again, it goes away. You get in trouble again, it goes into effect.
So that means you need to have a time limit on it. How long do they need to be in compliance before the?
I gave that to
suspension
you.
goes away?
And the motion, the original motion, I gave that to you.
I'd say a minimum of a year.
So they can have no further violations, meaning no more
Tardy,
late
late.
reports, no more needing to email them. Otherwise, it's an automatic loss of right to operate in the town.
Correct.
Am I hearing this correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but you guys have voted, right?
Laura, you got that?
I think
Oh,
so.
wait for Lori.
It's a little confusing.
Okay.
I just need like,
Okay, the motion, the motion is to terminate their, license. And that termination is suspended, providing they do not go out of compliance with regulations. So we acknowledge that we have terminated their permit.
Okay.
That termination is suspended.
Yeah.
For 1 year, providing they do not violate our ordinance one more time.
Okay. Okay, I'll get that. Thank you.
And that the health agent has the authority to implement any action there too. That was part of the original motion.
Yeah. Is that acceptable to you, Mr.
Yes, it
Chairman?
is, sir. Yes, that's fine. What do you think, Heidi? You thinking? I can tell.
I'm thinking that we have now served them, how many, this is their third, fourth, fifth, how many times?
Four.
Four times.
Mhm.
They have come in late with their stuff
Mhm.
and been told, hey, you gotta get it in on time. They know the rules, they've broken the rules. They are failing to show up for their hearing.
Mhm.
I see no need to allow them to operate in the town any further. They have complete disregard for us.
That's awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How, so they have
Question.
30 days to pay that from the receipt of their, or they have to just do the quarterly, right? They have to send us the quarterly 30 days at the end of the quarter.
Yes,
They have
so
30
their date ends March 31st. They then have until April 30th to make sure that they send that report in.
Right.
So it's not like we're sitting around waiting until April 30th.
Right.
We don't necessarily send it right on April 30th, but we, after that deadline, will send an email saying, we have not received your quarterly report. Then we get them after the fact.
And how many days from that 30-day
I think
end
it
date?
varies depending on how busy the department is, how
Mhm.
quickly we get those emails out. The point is we shouldn't have to
Right,
send you
you've
an
had,
email.
they've had 30 plus days to
DEP regulations.
comply. I get it.
You
Okay.
shouldn't
I just
have to
wanted
do
to,
But they haven't paid all their fines, is that correct?
No.
They have not, I thought they did.
Oh, I thought they were.
Hey there.
Yeah,
So they have paid all their fines.
Fines.
They have, yeah, because there's a
Yes,
fine
you
every
get
time.
fined
you're
after
late.
they don't
Like,
turn in the
not-
quarterlies, after we have to email you,
right.
you get a fine. You guys did it. It
Right.
was in your regulations.
April 15th, 2017.
Mhm.
There must be money in trash.
There is money in trash,
See,
lots of it.
Isn't,
well, we have a motion. We don't have a second on that motion, so,
But I think you were being heard, right?
Yeah.
no, nobody seconded it.
I did not second.
No, I said I thought you were still
Yeah.
being heard
We were,
discussing it.
No, she's, put something a little more.
Drastic. According to, so if you look at number 9, under our trash haulers regulation here. You've got first violation, second violation, third violation. Any subsequent violation shall be determined by the Board of Health at a show cause hearing, at which time additional fines may be imposed or the license to operate may be suspended or revoked.
Have we warned them to this point that could.
Everybody
may
gets-
happen?
they got a
I do believe that we sent everybody the trash regulation, but yes.
Okay. So if they have been warned that their privileges can be revoked. Right,
So here's my thing, how concerned are they that they failed to show up for a hearing? We've had communication with them, we sent them a Zoom link.
And did you find them every day after the 30 days?
No, I
No.
believe we just sent the.
The
How much was the
500?
fine?
More than happy to start doing
Yeah,
that.
How much was the
would be a
fine?
good suggestion, $100 every day after.
Whatever that says is what we sent. I don't know off the top
$800?
of my head, Joe.
What was that?
She wants to know how much the fines were. that we
Fines.
sent.
Well, that's when I believe it was 500.
It's 500.
Yeah, the third would be 500.
You're kidding.
No,
Okay,
First is 100, second is 200, third is
Mhm.
500, and then after that. The
So filling out a
discretion of the Board of
form?
Health,
this is what they have to do when they're willing to get fined $500. They're out of their minds.
I think it's some of you. Find them every day after the 30 days. That is what we have in our regulation.
Offense number.
Any subsequent violation shall be determined by the Board of Health.
Okay.
At
At a show cause hearing.
hearing, at which time additional fines may be imposed.
Yep.
Or license to operate will be suspended or revoked. So that gave you the authority to fine.
Right, but we've had, this is the hearing, so we wouldn't do it until after the hearing.
Rosemary, what are your thoughts?
Right, yeah, so I think, sort of what's being proposed is like that one more chance. I mean, this particular case is new to me. I just sort of need to be sure and probably have sent them this communication that that after this 4th violation, they lose their license to operate, lose their business in the town, right? Which is a pretty drastic step. However, if they've been warned about that, then we know they understand that. We do have that option. However, Dennis's motion that he made.
To revoke the license and suspend the revocation.
Should really get their attention. And then either, if they don't do it, they're automatically.
Yeah, then it's,
So it's just another month of them operating in town, really, but it does give them that one more month.
it's,
That
you
makes
know,
sense.
and I understand the first, you know, the language, is to let them know that this is this is not a negotiation.
Right.
This is, we have voted to revoke your license. The board has suspended that revocation, pending your compliance. Failure to comply, the revocation goes immediately into effect.
Mhm.
No ifs, ands, or buts, no additional hearings necessary.
And really, we have the end of, September 30th is the end of a quarter. So if they don't have it into us by October 30th.
Mhm.
Then
Game
they're
over.
done.
Right.
Is that acceptable to you?
It's nicer than I want to be, Dennis, but I will second it.
So we're good?
Yes.
Okay. You got it, Laurie?
I think so. I'll have to re-listen.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Moving on. Health agents report. Joyce.
We have, first flu clinics tomorrow. We had a pretty good sign up for that. Septic is pretty steady, nothing, monumental, it's steady but not crazy. And I just did another perk today. I have one more that later this week, so I think we're averaging, you know, one or two, a week. Some pickup in building, but not, I wouldn't say it's huge, just steady, and no other real major issues. The housing issue that was on Main Street is rectified to a position where we don't need to be involved in the housing side of things, but the gentleman that owns the house, who's a veteran, is not doing well, so I've been following up with him to make sure he has what he needs at this time. Just a kind of unfortunate situation. There's not a lot of help. So between Sarah and I, that's the person we got the dumpster for, so unfortunately, I'm not sure that this will, I don't know how much longer it will be going on.
Okay.
Any questions? Okay, discussions. Tobacco retail permit limits. Limiting the number of tobacco licenses that we give out in the town.
My understanding is you guys are capped at 18. Well, right now, you're capped at
Yeah.
18.
Right.
And so if we were, and I'm asking because we have people that will call and ask, are there any licenses available? And do we, does the health department, the board of health, feel that they want to keep it at 18, or are we looking to, say somebody closes and that tobacco license becomes available? Are we putting that, keeping that, or are we diminishing the number of, licenses that we have as stores become defunct or businesses become defunct?
I like it the way it is. And like I say, if somebody either loses their license or sells their facility or sells their business and I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna wanna know that I'll be able to have all the business that they were doing and not.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that, because we actually had that happen already.
I know.
And that was just transferred, that person got it. But I'm talking more business goes out of business and there is no buyer.
Similar situation. It's still the location had it before. And if I were gonna buy that location, revise that business, I would still wanna be able to
Yeah,
have.
I'm thinking of two that,
Have multiple violations.
yeah, and that, more than, I don't know that it will continue.
What are you saying? You're saying possibly if an establishment shuts the doors.
Right, and there's no buyer, there's not transfer.
The business ceases operation.
Yeah, it's not being sold as an entity that they go
Similar-
out of business.
Similar to what happened up at Anthony's. And then they came in and had no interest in it, so they let it go.
It was just a topic of conversation at one of the grant meetings, so I'm bringing it forward to just put it out there that is this thing we have no interest in, we leave it at 18 and call it a day, that's fine, I don't care, or
That's my thought.
Yeah, I don't think we should increase the number of licenses, so that's, we don't wanna promote. Additional, but maintain at what we have now. It's inadequate for the town of Kingston, and it doesn't have to be more than that.
Any other thoughts on that? Sounds good. Now, the current tobacco regulations,
After we addressed what Joyce was asking us.
no, if you either want to use it or you don't.
Okay,
and you
Like
know,
if the business went out and you didn't want to resell, up that license that went out of
Okay.
business, we reduce it. If not, then it just goes up for grabs.
and 18 doesn't seem,
hopefully at the same location, but yeah.
That's not a lot.
for a town of 15,000 people, you think 18 establishments that sell tobacco products is not a lot?
I believe Plymouth has 28 or 30.
And they are markedly larger in area and size. Do you know how many Duxbury
A lot of
has?
that size, it's not livable.
Like lots of space though.
Oh, I think
And
it's
lots
got
of
plenty. I think it's got plenty. I don't want.
No, I'm
to
thinking
go.
we have too many.
Right.
Ah,
So.
yeah.
if the
Then how we gonna
establishment
pick who we're gonna take it away from?
I have a
Yeah.
When
question.
people close, that's the only way you'd be able to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If the establishment closes and
Is
someone
defunct.
buys it, do they have to come here to apply for that permit?
Well, typically, what I'm referring to is if a business goes out of business,
Out
it
of
closes
business,
down,
done.
there is no buyer, that it's
That's
done,
null and vile.
nothing. Yeah, that
It
to
voids
me
the
is separate
permit.
from, like Joe said,
Transferring.
if I own a store and I'm selling it to Dennis.
Mhm.
And now he's buying the store under the impression that everything I have currently comes with the store.
Right.
I agree, that's kind of
Right.
not,
That's a transfer.
yeah, that's
Right.
not
Yeah,
really fair.
But if it
Established
closes, it
location.
null and void the permit.
Yeah, I was
That's
talking
it.
more about if a business goes out of business, do we want to keep that permit in play, or do we want to lose it? I mean, it's not like it happens every
Right,
day.
and go down to
That's
17
Yeah.
permits, and then that would be down to
Well, you-
17, correct? Or
Go ahead, Dennis.
16, right, yeah.
We could set the permit limit
Which is good.
at 10 and grandfather in all the existing permits, in other words, allows them to continue. But if a business ceases operation, the permit is not transferred, it just evaporates.
Yeah.
So we're saying our policy is 10. We'll grandfather in anything in excess of that, and if they go out of business, the license just goes away.
Like Jay said, it doesn't happen that often anyway.
Yeah.
And then you get into define going out of business.
Yeah, I
Right.
think we're gonna get really muddy really fast.
Yeah,
And that,
Personally,
I think it just should go
it's
with.
not broke.
they'll fix it.
Thank you.
If it closes, it closes.
Moving on. What is this about the regulations?
What about the regulation?
Well,
Tobacco that.
what's the
put it in
question?
folder.
Oh, there was an issue.
It's just some wording that's a little confusing.
Well, let's fix it.
Yeah,
I
show me
don't
what
see
you.
it in my folder.
That's like 8,000 pieces.
Right here.
Oh.
So C and D under violations.
Right.
I should have highlighted it. Yeah, it's just one page.
Is it supposed to be two-sided? Because mine's only one-sided.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
just-
one time.
I only highlighted the wording that is.
Oh, yours is two-sided. She's special.
So. If you read these.
Maybe I got the
in
one out of
case
the
of
top.
3 or more, and then it says in the case of 4 violations. So it's a little. If
Oh,
I'm
it
reading it.
shouldn't say 4 or more, it should just say 3 violations.
Right.
Okay, yeah, okay.
If that makes sense.
Do you see how it's kind of unclear?
Oh, I see what you mean, because the fourth one is D.
Is, yeah, if you go three or more, well,
Right,
more than three is
Four,
four.
right.
So,
I get it. So, yeah, we need to eliminate the four. Yeah, I agree.
And I think we need to add in the 36. Oh, there it is.
So instead of eliminating D, we would just eliminate the wording from C
Or
in case
Or-
we keep D.
more violations.
huh?
Yeah,
So
So-
on the C, just take out
Right, just right.
or
Or
more
more
violations.
violations.
And keep D intact.
Yeah.
You wanna just do that, or would you like a motion for
I
that?
think we're just taking out four more, not violations.
So it's on
Okay.
the,
Heidi,
I will make a motion to have the verbiage of
Four more.
section S violations 1C, remove the verbiage or more violations.
anybody second that for me?
A second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
I,
Okay, Laurie, you all set on that?
Thank you.
Okay,
yeah, that's more of a,
now,
that's more of a script error, because it just, it's a verbiage error, but it doesn't change the language or the
No.
intent of the regulation.
housekeeping.
cleaning it up to make it more.
Everybody's satisfied with the current draft of the freight ton?
No, it's just or
One
more.
more.
So we did, you'll see in your packet. This
got it.
draft,
Yeah,
but Prada, you'll notice that
I don't have that.
in red, there's comments from
I
the,
didn't keep pulling on to make copies of that.
oh, I thought, okay, I'm gonna pass it along. The town council, wrote a little thing that we can do graduated fines, so just read the block.
The red.
you can read it aloud, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses, but.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Pass it down.
Do your best.
Yeah,
I don't.
I love to read. Excuse
It's
me.
a, it does have.
So they.
Okay, okay, okay.
I didn't, no, I only made one.
Okay, Laurie,
Yeah.
okay. Heidi's gonna read it.
That's okay. So what they would like us to strike is D violations under section 2. The violator shall receive, they would like to strike that and have violations. Oh,
I think that's probably easier, maybe.
no, because it doesn't tell me what they want to strike.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Violations of these regulations are punishable by a fine of $1,000 for each violation. Violations of these regulations may also result in the revocation of any other permits, licenses, or permissions issued by the board.
Oh, boy.
And they would also like to strike. What did they say? Hold on. So they want to strike everything we just said, the A, B, and C. Of the, in the case of the first violation, 1,000. B, in the case of the second violation, 2,000.
I think it's the
Okay.
amount
Yeah.
of money if you read that.
There
little
is a-
law.
I've got a little comment note here from.
Okay.
Max fines are $1,000. You can graduate up to that amount, but not exceed it.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
thought we
then
had,
answered that question.
yeah, we had
right.
talked about
Yeah,
that.
we weren't sure. Okay.
So it could be
That's funny. 'cause
3,
we
5,
follow
and
the
1,000.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That makes sense to me.
I could not find any authority for a greater fee schedule as with the Tobacco Control Act fee scheme.
That's why I'm bringing it here, because we get guidance from one place that says one thing, and that's town council.
The intent is
So-
still the same.
No, because that takes out,
Any teeth.
that takes
Yeah.
our big guns away.
Right.
And if our tobacco violations are the same as the kratom ones that we have developed, I would like to leave them as is. I'm sorry,
We follow the tobacco.
we follow the.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Tobacco is a different, it's under the Tobacco Control Commission, where the kratom is not. It's not under something, so I think that that's what he's saying, is that because it's not part of tobacco control,
That makes sense then.
we can still fine, but it's
But it has to be under
you can't
1,000.
do it per day
Right.
or per week. So there are other options.
That makes sense.
I mean, we can still have them.
Doesn't sound like we have a choice there, Heidi.
No, I don't like it though.
Well, it doesn't sound like we have much of a choice.
So to be clear, though, what we're looking at is violation to the ABC is completely out.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
The choice,
And-
we have
and the
no
sub-
choice.
And the substitution for that is what?
$1,000 fine.
Okay, so.
We can still have the fine.
Violations is 1,000 or?
Yes, and potential
For
revocation of other
Violations.
permits.
Okay.
That's the big
That-
one.
Yeah,
That's
That's
one
still
that
in there.
actually has financial teeth in it.
Tell me
You're
about
you're
it.
selling this stuff, and you also have a tobacco license, for
Oh.
example, which is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is legal counsel saying that we can't revoke your tobacco license?
No, they're saying we can't exceed $1,000.
so we
for a
just need to
fine.
change the amount.
So we have auxiliary teeth in there. If you have a food service, if the convenience store, you have a food service permit. You have a tobacco permit, you have an alcohol permit. You can lose all those, the alcohol doesn't come to us, I don't think, does it?
No.
The reason,
No.
the reason I asked that question is I noticed in other towns wording here, they said, this does not include a tobacco license.
No,
It's
neither
separate.
does
It's
this.
got nothing to do with
This has nothing to do with it. We're just using that as an analogy of how we based
the
the fine
fines.
before. That's all we're doing.
So we're not saying in addition.
No.
Okay.
But the language says, but the
Okay.
language would say that if somebody did violate, they would be subjected not only to the fine, but possible revocation of other licenses and or permits, which we
Issued by the
had
Board of
issued
Health.
to them.
Right.
So this- it's
The
pretty
tobacco
big.
one? Okay.
Yeah, any,
So
any.
the town council comment on that?
Any.
I can go back and
Okay.
get clarification to
Okay.
say, as long as we keep the fine,
Right.
the maximum fine under $1,000,
Right.
we can still include revocation of other
Yes.
permits. And I will clarify that,
Okay.
but I felt like it was important to bring it back up because we're having a public hearing on it.
Right.
So
Oh, of
I
course.
need to get this
Right.
straightened out.
Right.
Yeah, we
We're
got-
ready to
will.
go.
Right. okay,
You
yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, because actually,
I'm glad we did it.
if we maintain the potential to revoke other licenses issued by this board, that has substantially more monetary value than the fine schedule we're talking about. I mean, if you're talking about an incentive to comply,
We could do three.
Is that the equivalent?
So we can do five.
Just do it. Okay, all right.
1,000 each violation. Yeah. All right.
So, on that happy
Yeah.
note, Joyce, you'll get the clarification
Yes,
on the
and
other
then-
part of that.
I'm going to email everyone.
That'd be
When I
great.
get that clarification, if everybody could respond as soon as possible, so we can get it typed up, so we can send you the final draft, because we have to put the notice in the paper this week in order to, for next week's paper, in order to meet the 14 days that it needs to be posted.
Fair enough.
When we reply to Joyce, please reply only to Joyce,
Yes.
not to
To
the
the
group
group.
of us, so we are not
No.
in open meeting violation.
Install,
do not.
no, make sure you respond to Heidi as well.
No. I don't want it.
hit public,
Hit reply, not to all.
hit public.
Okay,
Okay.
next meeting,
It's good.
We were gonna discuss the,
next meeting, what were we
We're
gonna?
gonna do it
we
before
were
the,
going to discuss the food stuff,
What food
The what?
stuff?
the inspection stuff.
oh,
And
right,
Heidi and
yeah,
I talked about. it.
yes, right.
'Cause
Thank
I
you.
did want
Yeah.
to make you
Yeah.
guys aware
The
that,
clarity.
well, a couple of things.
And it's Heidi again.
Sorry. No, so we're going back to the Hilltop
Yeah.
discussion.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
so when,
sorry, yeah.
so when
Okay,
I
alright.
looked at the violation, because I went into the office and I asked Joyce to let me see it. She pulled it up for me very kindly. The way it reads is not super clear. So
And I agree.
Joyce and I agreed on this. So did you find a spot to?
Oh, I'm gonna fix everybody's problems. So here's. No, seriously, no, because this was a little disingenuous, because right here on the inspection report, it actually says,
Okay,
yeah.
For a meeting, nothing was.
that's good to get you a break. Now, you don't have to reiterate all that.
No, I do have
Oh.
to read all of it.
That's weird, that's never happened.
No, but it popped right up.
Yeah,
Heidi,
So-
paying attention here?
She has my full undivided attention.
Thank you.
I just want to be clear that it is on the sheet what we are coming back. I spoke with the
May I
inspector.
see that one?
Absolutely.
I
This is the
This
one
should have been
that he
passed
got.
around.
This is.
when he got the
Oh,
fine.
it's not the one, okay.
Required and follow.
I just saw the report.
And the follow-up date is how many days after this?
Usually it's 2 weeks, 14
So-
days, which is more than a core
Well,
violation, I mean, a
required.
priority
Follow-up
foundation.
date would be within 14. Okay, that's pretty clear.
So,
Are we privy to what the violation was?
yes, it's all public record.
Okay.
And I brought all of them for the last year and a half, almost 2 years.
I'm only concerned with this
Uh,
one.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Well,
Because I
no,
wanna
this
move
does,
forward
guys,
from
this
here.
does matter because it's
Right.
repeat
Right.
violations.
Well,
You'll see
right.
they're in yellow. It's the same violations every time. And you have to understand that we try very hard to be as,
Consistent.
gentle as possible, meaning we don't go and get you the worst violation you can. We're hoping that you will correct it.
So I just want to see what the violation was.
It's not cleaning.
It's non-food contact surface clean, like, so if you look here, see how it's dirty? See how it's dirty?
Yep.
So does anybody in the room think
So
it
why
should
doesn't
take
that have to be
90 days?
rectified right at the moment? That day?
It should be.
So
You have the option during an inspection, when we come in, you have the option to correct on site. Therefore, it gets fixed right then and there.
Right.
That is your choice. You do not have to do that. If you don't, you are given time. So we, myself and the grand inspector, because I'm familiar with the food code pro as well.
Yep.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
it's my restaurant.
Mhm.
Here you come.
Yep.
You find this violation.
Yeah.
Do you fill this form out right there in my presence and give it to me?
Yes.
Do I sign for it?
Yes.
It's explained to me?
Signatures
The
are
signatures
on
on
there.
it.
I'm just asking you a question.
I know, Joe, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's
Yeah.
not like people don't know what's going on. We have a conversation with you. We go over what the violations are, what we found, what needs to be corrected. You have to sign for it. So
Then how could there
This
be
is-
confusion as to how many days I have to do what I've got to do?
in the, underneath the violation, it will say, do you have priority foundation, and core? Those 3 tiers have different requirements for how quickly you can fix it. So if we don't try and go with the most serious, which is now how it will be done, then we try to give most people the benefit of the doubt to say, if I have a restaurant, it's my business, I am going to clean so my equipment is clean because I'm serving food. So their choice not to do that is their choice, but I'm letting you know that there's nobody on the planet that thinks it should take 90 days, 3 months to clean up food spills in equipment that we are serving food out of.
Yeah, you're right.
So that being said, going forward, I have instructed, now if I do the inspection on the
So-
grant,
You go in, you find this violation. I'm the owner, I'm not there. Who are you giving it to?
whoever the person
GM.
is charges, and that's what's required by federal code, is that you are supposed to have a person in charge.
So then that person will be turning it over to the owner.
Let me finish, who is supposed to be safe certified. So we can also get you for that. Which, that is a consistent problem, that they don't have somebody that is.
So what was
safe
that
certified.
about? From here on out, we're gonna be going with the maximum, whatever. What's that about?
Now, because
Because of-
people are not fixing it, I'm going to give you violations that indicate that it needs to be fixed immediately. Meaning you'll have 72 hours if it's a priority, you will have 10 days if it's a priority foundation.
Is this in bold print on this thing?
So the problem is, when Joyce and I were looking at it, if it's a core violation, it says on that form 90 days. So what Joyce is saying, instead of putting it as a core violation, she's gonna do it as a priority violation if it so deems, so that it has to be rectified in 10 days.
Then why
So
not just
you-
take the 90-day thing
Oh,
right off?
It's part of the.
It's a state form.
It's
Okay,
how
oh,
the-
that's, you,
The
okay.
state decided to do is, and we are, because of this, safe 2.0 thing that's coming down the pike, we're required to use everybody wants, they want us to use that.
Standardization.
Yeah, so personally speaking, I like the old pen and paper because it works great and you can put 10 days to correct. But that's not how we're doing it, so that's fine. Like I said, so you have to understand, when we go in and we see things, I can put contact, non-contact. So if I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, and because don't forget, this is score related. So if I give you priority and priority foundation, it means your score is lower.
Mhm.
So if I give you a core, it doesn't lower that score as much. So now, based on what is happening and people not following up and correcting things, instead of it being on the more lenient side, it will be to the letter of the law. It will be food contact service. It will be 10 days. And when you don't have it corrected, this is what's going to happen. This is not meant to be punitive. You are talking about people's health, and
Right.
the thing that, oh, it's a private club is a little disingenuous because they hold events there. Which
We're not
makes it
talking about that anymore.
Like, wait a minute, you guys had the hearing.
That's right,
And that
we're
was
done
what
with that.
That was what was said, and that is a little disingenuous because public events,
Right.
people from the
Yep.
public come into that facility. So this isn't just about a small group of people that's eating there. So what do you want me to tell people when there's a E. coli outbreak or a salmonella outbreak because they ate because something wasn't cleaned? Because then it becomes my problem. It looks bad for us because
Right.
I didn't do my job.
Right. There are a lot of, school functions there as well. So to be clear, let's say it was one counter that was soiled. Is
This
that-
wasn't counted.
So it wasn't a counter.
Things that hold food, like warming boxes,
Okay.
refrigerators,
Okay.
where we
okay,
store
right,
things.
right. Okay, so refrigerator is, food waste on the bottom, right? Is it that same waste when you go back to look at it, or is it a different?
Well,
Is it
we
the same
take
process?
pictures, so
Right.
sometimes you can tell and
Right.
sometimes you can't.
Right.
But the fact that you consistently have issues in the same pieces of equipment,
Right.
that if it's
Right.
crud and it's dried on,
Yeah.
that's not like it just spilled yesterday.
Right.
It's not getting cleaned.
Who does these inspections?
Myself or Kathy, who's the great inspector, who, by the way, I had as an inspector when I ran kitchens. She is thorough and she knows what she's doing and she's been in the business for a long time. She does a good thorough inspection and she's very fair.
Who does the re-inspection if there's been a violation?
Either of us. Depends on, staff and what's going on in the office. I can't be 4 places at once.
How many violations do have to occur before they lose their license to operate?
Well, I think that depends on what the violation is. If somebody is, not hanging the mop up, that's a core violation. That's a management thing. That's teaching somebody how to do it the right way.
Mhm.
It could be oversight. If somebody isn't sweeping under their stove adequately and there's food debris, that's a problem, but it's considered a core violation. It's not considered something that is
Immediate health threat.
right. But when you have things that are date marking, expired food, cleaning issues where you store food, that is
Open
much more
containers.
serious.
Yeah, I mean, there
Okay.
could be immediate health consequences.
Right.
So
But we try when we do inspections, Kathy as well. Like I said, I have been besides working with her, prior to this, I've been on the receiving end of her inspections when I ran kitchens. She, much like me, wants to educate people. We want to say, well, hey, this is the right way to
Rather
do
than
things.
punish.
You can buy, we'll tell people, yeah, you can buy these disposable labels. They rinse right off. They're really helpful. It's a circle, so if you have people, like, not everybody has staff that they could have some learning deficits, so having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday can be easier. And then putting a date so that it makes it easier for people to do it. So we have solutions like that. We can provide posters for people to put up. So we're trying to educate, but when you have 2 years worth of the same violation, that's a problem.
So we can't take the 90-day thing off the
I
form,
cannot.
which created this particular confusion. We can't do it. Is there any other measures that we could put into place to alleviate that from ever happening again?
Yes, the food code allows for any agent during an inspection to request or insist that the inspection is that the violations are corrected faster than 90 days. So in addition to using priority and priority foundations and priority corrections versus core, we will be adding into the verbiage that all violations need to be corrected with, and she will list out what has to, or I will list out, all food contact surfaces need to be cleaned. within
Whatever
10
they are,
days.
yeah, go ahead.
Something like your gaskets need to be replaced. I have no problem with 90 days because you can't always get the gaskets. The equipment repair, it's hard.
Right.
Nobody's looking to find somebody for fixing their equipment because they can't get a repairman in. But I'm sorry, it's unreasonable to expect 90 days to clean up food spills.
Right.
You still didn't answer my question. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that can
Yes, I
be
I
done?
just said we can put it in the notes.
Put it in the notes.
Yeah, at the end of the, at the
Okay,
end of
put it in the
it
notes.
It
That's
says.
fine. Put it in the notes.
An action summary. And that's probably a good way to put it. Action summary. What you gotta do and when you gotta get it done by.
And do understand that we go over the report, the person that is present, that is the person in charge, signs for it. They say they are acknowledging that they understand it, that we have reviewed the report.
Terrific. Okay,
So are you saying instead of having that sentence, a second visit is needed and giving a date, instead of saying that?
No, it's still gonna say that.
It'll still say that.
Yeah, we just put more information at the bottom.
Okay.
Cause like when I do an inspection, like
Okay.
I'll go,
Right.
inspection completed, all required elements present, spill kit, fluids, the whole 9 yards. Or I'll say, no violation found, PIC was very knowledgeable. Like, if somebody does something good, I wanna put it on the report, because they are public record.
Right.
Anybody can post.
Yes.
anything else?
If there be no additional business, I make a motion to adjourn.
Next meeting date, sir. Next meeting date. And then we'll go back to Dennis's motion.
Public hearing, we usually have the meeting at 5, followed by public hearing.
I guess we'll go back to our Monday, first Monday in October.
That's when the public hearing is.
Yeah.
So
That's-
we're asking,
at 5.
no, but we're asking, do you want us to do our meeting at 5
5.
o'clock and then open it up to? Okay.
Public hearing at
We just want to
5:30.
get clear on how we were supposed to do it.
Yes. Okay.
Good.
So October 1, 6.
It will be in the big room.
Okay, for that meeting, meeting,
That's the
regular
correct-
meeting too?
Everything's in there.
Okay, all right.
Only because it's kind of hard for us to send.
Yeah.
What we usually do is meet in here at 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Adjourn
We need
from
to
this,
keep it at 5.
go over there, reopen. Whatever you want to do.
We're just over there, that way we don't have to.
Yep,
We
that's
have to get
available.
it out, I believe.
It's fine with me.
Do,
Local team reports in there.
It's to
Okay.
do our public hearing meeting, so do you, like, we don't care, we'll do if you want your little.
I say we come in here at 5. Right? And
It's
then
up to
go
you.
in there for
I
5:30.
Just wanna know what you wanna do.
Put it all in one room.
Put it all in one room
Put
because
it all in one room.
Then we would have to.
Joe.
Yeah, we're doing that. Put it all in one room. Yeah.
we open the meeting.
Yeah.
We open the public hearing, close the public hearing, recap with our board, and then close the.
That's
meeting.
the process of the
Okay.
public hearing. Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay.
So we'll
But
actually.
our
There
meeting,
was a time we got, that something had occurred that we weren't able to close out the public hearing and then
I don't know.
reconvene.
I just know that
Well, for example, if we, let's say there's a huge crowd there, I doubt it, but let's say there's a huge crowd, you can always continue the public hearing. But once you close the public hearing, you cannot then reopen the public hearing without additional advertising because
Oh,
it's
we
been
know.
closed.
So
Okay.
I'm just trying to understand, so you want us to stop, you guys are having your regular meeting at.
Regular
5
meeting at
o'clock?
5 o'clock.
Open it,
Open the public hearing at 5:30. Yes. Yes.
You don't adjourn the little meeting, you just go, now we're going into.
So we open the public hearing portion of our meeting.
Okay, all right.
And then
Just so I know what
I
it
think
is.
what happened before was we closed our meeting and then we weren't able to reopen our meeting. It was,
A mess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.
Okay, so October 1st, everybody's on board. Yes? Six, okay,
Dennis
first
did
Monday
the
in
first
October,
Monday.
okay, first Monday.
So
Okay,
within-
Dennis made a motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor?
Hey.
Aye.